you're watching and you're getting a little tired. But I would like you to make a perception check.
Oh no! All of crit failed! We're all going to die!
What's your added perception, just in case if
Alright,
doesn't want to take that into account?
That's going to be a total of 5.
Oh man.
Okay.
We might be a bit screwed after all.
Solid.
Oh, wait a second. That's interesting.
As you don't seem to be paying attention.
I was too busy staring.
You kind of
at
got
my
tired.
eyes.
You were looking at your bagpipes, trying to think of what am I going to play if I have to wake these people up. So you kind of need to think of that as you're just holding on to your bagpipes. Suddenly, you notice that it is a little bit darker where you are right now, as almost something is blocking off the stars. At this moment, you turn around to immediately get slashed with a sword from this Tlincalli who has appeared again. It slashes down on you, dealing 8 damage.
That's just very rude. That's very rude.
What's your HP again?
It doesn't do it very quietly. So
20!
I will allow everyone to roll with disadvantage because you're sleeping. Perception check to see if you hear this.
So mine is a 10.
9.
14 for Mr. Bubbles and 9 for Grimjaw Strongjaw.
Okay. You rolled 10?
Yes.
You were able to notice this, and you were also Elia is able to notice this, and Grimjaw Grimjaw rolled a 9.
Well, yeah, and Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles was able
14.
to notice it, so I'm assuming he wakes
We
you
were
up.
cuddling.
Yeah, Mr. Bubbles stirs
Okay.
and wakes you up. So you 3 are currently up. Bryn is still asleep.
What is this creature again?
This is the Tlincalli, which is a scorpion folk,
Oh, that's right. That's right.
humanoid from waist up,
You
and a very
basically
large
were just-
scorpion.
Looked up. Huh?
Yes.
Initiative?
So,
Yeah.
those of you that are up may roll for initiative. And
Could I have a reaction to being slashed at this moment?
no, you roll for.
No, I do actually have a thing.
My
I'm
apologies.
going to use rebuke.
And how does rebuke work?
Rebuke. Rebuke allows me to, in reaction to taking damage, I can set a thing that attacks me on fire.
Okay.
So it has to make a Dex save against 15. That's my
Wow.
charisma. Yeah.
Okay, and if it fails,
If it fails, it takes 2d8, I believe.
okay.
And on success, it's half damage.
So either way, it's taking damage.
Yes.
That's a lovely thing. I used to
I love spells.
All right. If you can roll for that, you do hit. He is now set on fire. So you can roll for that damage.
Oh, sorry, not 2d8, it's 2d10.
Oh yes.
Okay.
So that's going to be 14.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyone up for some roasted scorpion?
Well, that's not very nice!
All right. Now that you've done that, everyone's going to be rolling for initiative, except for Bryn, because Bryn is still asleep.
I got 22 for Grimjaw, Strongjaw, and 7 for Mr. Bubbles.
Okay. I'm sorry. So 22 for Grimdraw.
Mm-hmm.
11.
11.
10.
10. And Mr. Bubbles was what roll?
7.
Okay. 11, 10. Got it.
Sweet.
All right. Grimjaw, you do have the initiative.
I, for my bonus action, I shout, "Bryn, get up! There's the friend that you had with the eggs!" And with that, has he not acted in combat yet?
Who has who?
The scorpion.
It attacked.
Okay.
And it did attack.
So
Marcus.
I'm just going to take out my longbow, hunter's mark him, back up about 10 feet, and fire a shot.
Okay.
And that will be a 25 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
All right.
Yeah.
I would hope.
If it doesn't,
So
we're all
I'm
screwed.
taking one of my poison arrows. Oh, D6, 5 points of poison damage. 4 plus 4, that'd be 8 piercing damage, and 6 hunter's mark damage for a total of 19 damage.
Okay.
Solid hit.
Good job, Grimjaw.
Thank you.
All right.
This old geezer's got some moves.
Well, as a guy with a giant gash in his chest, you should respect that.
The Tlincalli out of kind of makes this clicking sound that I can't make because I don't speak Tlincalli. If I had a soda can. It at that moment steps towards Grimjaw and throws its spiked chain in your direction. And what is your AC?
16.
Okay, and it does hit you.
Oh no!
And you are now grappled, and you take 5 damage.
Alright.
As he pulls you towards with that chain, he also swings down with you with his long sword.
Ooh.
Ladies,
I'm sorry, your AC was
that is
16.
multi-attack.
Yep.
Oh no.
okay. That however, when he swings the sword, he pulls you forward and actually swings behind you by accident and hits the sand behind you.
Hey.
All right, Alaya, it is your turn.
All right. As I get up, I'm going to run past, getting my crossbow ready, and I shout, "Bryn, get up!" And then,
Bryn is up at this point now.
okay, good. I just want to make sure.
Bryn's just been like,
He's a little groggy, slowly.
Can you- I just
I'm
want
with
to detail this. You said that he's grappled.
Correct.
Tangled.
The chain is entangled in him. He is grappled.
Okay, so then they're connected
By the chain.
by the chain. Okay, I'm just wanting to make sure. I had to. Yep.
Before I shoot lightning at them.
Well,
He's about 5 feet away. They're not in the same space.
they're not in the same space. Well, right. Well, I don't want to. I mean, with my Eldritch Blast, I move people essentially, so I don't want to be moving the old man as well.
The chain can extend a little distance, so as long as you you noticed because he was 10 feet away when he used the chain that you were actually able to reach a little further. So you can deduce that much, but that's about all you know.
Okay. Well, I am going to run up and still be at a decent distance away from this
What
guy.
kind of what distance? Just give me a number.
I'm going to choose 60 feet,
Okay. It's valid.
and I'm going
Get out of
to
Dodge.
hex him as a bonus action, and basically that places a curse on him. I do extra damage to him, but he also gets a disadvantage on certain saving throws, and I'm going to make it, let's see, wisdom saving throw, so he has disadvantage on. Now with my actual action, I am going to cast Vicious Mockery at him, and I'm just going to say, "Oh, you think you've got a bit of a sting? Well, I think you're as dull as a shovel." So he makes the wisdom saving throw.
At this point, I would
Okay, do you say this in your mind to him? Or do
Well, so I say it verbally, but the magic in it, he understands that he's being mocked.
Okay. Understandable. And so he has to make a wisdom saving throw. Correct? Is that what you said?
And disadvantage on that.
Okay. And what is he rolling against?
He's rolling against my. I want to make sure. I believe that's
You're safe.
Yeah, he's rolling against a 16.
Okay. He fails, so you can take damage.
Great. So then that's 2d4, and then I get the 6. Yes.
Yeah.
1d6. All right. Here we go, lads. All right, that's a 4, a 3, and a 4. So that's 8. That's 11.
Okay.
And then he has disadvantage on his next attack.
So in your the telepathic communication, is that only when you choose to?
Yes, and that's also within 30 feet.
Understand. Okay. Alright, it takes that damage. It seems to be kind of like getting angrier. And it is now Articus's turn.
I'm going to use the spell Bane on this creature. What Bane does is it causes, if they fail the saving throw, they must subtract a d4 from all of their rolls for up to 10 turns.
And this is what is it saving throw against?
It's against 15.
And it was what?
Is it-
I'm sorry. With what? What stat?
If it's wisdom, he has disadvantage.
Charisma.
Oh, okay.
All right. It succeed. You succeed.
All right, I did a thing.
So it has a minus d4 to what rolls?
All of them.
Okay.
All of the rolls.
Spicy.
All right. It is now
Just debuff chaos.
Mr. Bubbles' turn.
Mr. Bubble sees me be grappled, and he gets a little angry inside. He's spicing up inside, and he just runs up and he tries to grab the actual scorpion and grapple it.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
He's the man.
No, it's the monkey.
You
Leave immediately.
It's a strength versus strength.
okay. So you both make dex
So
checks or strength checks.
strength checks.
Minus the 4.
Minus a d4, by the way.
And yep, 16 for me.
All right. That fails.
No.
Mr. Bubbles, help me. All right, that's it.
All right. And it is now because you have now been awakened. It is now your turn, Bryn.
Someone better have made coffee. And walk out of the tent and be like, oh.
The whispers start to emerge again, and you're able to hear.
Okay.
They're just your tools.
Okay. So I'm going to consider this, and then I'm also going to consider, even disregarding the whole fallacy in that logic, if you destroy your tools, you're kind of helpless.
Correct.
Fair. Fair. Excellent deductions, Mr. Monk.
He is a wise monk.
Wise beyond his years, this one.
So I am going to.
What you gonna do?
I will, I guess, run up and hit it with a short sword.
Okay. You can roll for that attack.
Okay. That is a 19.
Wow.
And then on top of that, I get an unarmed attack.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Okay, that's a 19 that does hit.
Okay. And then I guess I'll go ahead and roll for the unarmed attack to see if that hits as well.
Okay.
That's a 10,
Oh my gosh.
I think. No, it's an 11.
Okay, that misses.
Okay, so just the short sword then. That is... Refresh my memory. I roll a 6 and then I add anything?
The modifier.
The modifier. Okay, so that's
With
9 total.
Add it all.
How about 2 billion? Yes.
Nice.
How much damage was that?
9 damage.
$1
All right. At this point, the Tlincalli lets out like a very large, like clicking screech, almost.
You keep that racket down, you.
Elia, I thought you said this thing was friendly.
It was earlier.
Must not be the same one.
May I have
That is
player's
kinda
manual,
racist.
please?
Just be like, of course it's the same scorpion.
Yeah, you're
At this point,
scorpionist.
Elia has kind of separated himself from the group, backed up a fair distance to launch his shot, and did not notice that there was actually something approaching from behind him.
Oh no.
I'm sorry,
Elia?
from behind her. I apologize.
I know, it's a little confusing. Elia is a woman. I don't normally do that, but yes, Elia is a woman.
You don't normally woman.
This you did not see it coming as it slashes down on you.
Oh, please don't let it be another one. I don't have.
You are able to notice that it is you notice as you were able to turn around a glimpse that it is actually the one you had seen before. As
So
it
not
strikes
racist.
down on you,
Thank goodness for that.
There's 2 of them.
dealing 10 damage with its first strike.
There's a lot of dice being.
What is your AC?
It's 12. It's probably going to hit me.
There's a lot of math flying around. A lot of debuffs and advantages.
And 11 damage with its second strike.
Oh man.
Ooh. Also, can I?
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm letting out a verbal yelp at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully loud
We all
enough for
notice
people to
this.
hear me.
That there's a second one.
Perception.
I prefer if you all roll for perception.
I don't wanna.
I want to just know. I want to know.
Mr. Bubbles 18, Grimjaw
Copyright.
18.
All right. You both notice this.
8.
You didn't really notice it. You're kind of caught up in the
I'm still
moment. You're
groggy.
standing right in front of this other Tlincalli,
I rolled a 15.
and you were also able to.
I
notice
have
this.
dark vision. Alright, I
So-
see it.
Mr. Bubbles,
Alright.
Grimjaw, and Articus are able to notice this, while Bryn is heavily focused on the one directly in front of it.
Alright.
All right. At this point, it is now Grimjaw's turn.
So, I'm right next to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna pull out my cutlasses and and basically take one swing with one arm and one with the other in my offhand.
Okay.
So first roll in my main hand is a 17 plus 7, so.
Okay, that hits.
And my offhand is a 7 plus 4, which is 11.
Okay, the first one hits. The second misses.
All right. So with that, with coordinated strike, because Mr. Bubbles is right next to him, he's able to attack also as a reaction.
Okay.
So he's gonna try.
And that is out of turn. He can do that.
Yes. That is a 15.
Okay, that also hits.
All right. So let me just count my die. So 12 plus
plus math equals more math. Divided by math.
12 plus 20. 12, so that's 20. Oh my gosh.
We'll be giving out sheets at home.
Oh my gosh. I'm
For
trying.
people to follow along. Make sure you have your football cards out.
It's 30 damage.
Okay.
Goodness.
Vlad.
I'm sorry, could you try a little bit harder at hurting this guy?
Clearly, you didn't
Like-
do enough.
Like,
Okay.
Like, what do you want from me?
like,
Oh,
wow.
Sure, you know?
Um,
Alright.
So as you hit it, dealing 30 damage. Are you? I didn't know if you were. Okay. It kind of falls to its knees, but gets back up, seeming very, very tired.
you will buckle under the weight
It
of
does have
Mr.
joints.
Bubbles'
Joints,
bonbon.
legs. That was the best way
I
to
was
describe
just
it.
wondering, scorpion knees? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of knees.
Yeah.
They're weird looking insect knees. We're gonna go with that.
Appendages?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a word.
After that, it is able to muster to stand back up.
It's looking like Rocky in the 18th round.
As it, so the monkey also attacked.
Yes, as its reaction.
Okay.
So it doesn't
Um,
have a reaction.
It is going to swing, or actually, it's going to because it's already on its appendages / knees. It is going to kind of bend over, and its sting is actually going to launch out at Mr. Bubbles.
Mr. Bubbles.
No, Mr. Bubbles.
Not Miss.
What is its AC?
15.
That's going to hit.
Brutal.
Dealing 8 damage. And it's also going to. In addition, it's going to also deal
More damage.
a considerable amount more.
Is there a save on the poison?
It is also, as the venom strikes into him, it also deals an additional 12 damage.
Darn.
He must
Directly
make a
into-
Constitution saving throw.
Directly into his
Oh,
jugular.
after.
Correct.
Wow. Crit fail.
Oh, no.
Bubbles, no.
He kind of seems to kind of go blank-eyed for a minute and falls over.
Mr. Bubbles.
He doesn't appear to be dead, but he does seem to be paralyzed by this poison. His stinger then points and launches out at you.
What? Oh my god.
Multi-attack.
Yeah, no, it is.
It hits.
16.
Yeah, those -4s I hope are helping out here.
Dealing 18 damage,
Oh,
9
wow.
of which is the piercing damage, and 9 of it being poison damage.
Another Constitution.
Yes.
Alright.
I know what I'll be doing.
That's a 18.
Running?
18. All right. That succeeds. You do not. The poison injects, but you're able to kind of really willfully hold it off from reaching your heart.
Mr. Bubbles, I will avenge you!
Insert dramatic music.
At this point, it is Elias' turn. This thing is just
He's in my
battered
face.
you this original one.
Alright, I recognize him.
Correct.
I'm just saying why in his head.
Why would you do this?
He says,
Why?
"A prideful hunter will never let its prey just escape."
Ooh.
Well, then it's going to be you that's hunted. And I cast Fear, so he has to make a Wisdom saving throw against a 16.
Is that still with disadvantage?
What?
Yes.
Yes.
Just hit
And fear has what effect?
So, while frightened by the spell, a creature must take a dash action and move from you by the safest available route on each of its turns, unless there's nowhere to move. Creature ends its turn in a location where it doesn't have a line of sight of you. The creature can take a Wisdom saving throw. So he needs to run to cover using the dash action. So he's moving up to 60
We're
feet.
in a desert.
Right, so he's going to run and
He's
gonna
going to run
for a long
and
time.
because you ran away, you are slightly downhill. But you're not, and I'm not saying that to like. But he could go over to the other side of the hill.
Okay, that's
and
fine.
theoretically get
Is he
away.
scared?
He kind of just like quickly jitters away.
Okay.
You seem to as you have your crossbow pointed directly at him. He kind of stands there for a minute, stutters, and just be like,
I was hoping that you cast a phantasmal image. I was hoping to make like a weird like kind of ghostly face at him.
okay. We'll assume that happens, and is also
That's fair.
playing in his mind as he runs past you through the other incurring battle and running over to the other dune. It is able to not quite get out of sight, but it's kind of still sprinting.
Okay.
Oh wait, actually, it is pretty much out of sight now. At this point, it's ran about 80 feet.
That's
Oh wow.
great.
Okay, that's fair.
As it kind of is pulling up sand in every direction.
Right.
It's relatively quiet. It goes quick to the ground and just kind of scurries around.
In the dungeon.
I guess yeah. I wouldn't be able to take a reaction since he kind of got out of my range of.
Yeah, because you use that. Yeah, you wouldn't get.
That's fair. I mean, I'd have to like load a bolt, and everything. So I get that. Okay, I'm going to position myself on top of this dune and a little bit more wary about my situation now. I'm going to
Any more of you scorpion
get
guys?
ready for my next turn. There's nothing much I can do.
Okay. Articus, it is your turn.
So another scorpion just
Yeah, he just
ran
sprinted
past
through
me?
you, like through the crowd. You guys were fighting this one, and then out of nowhere just ran through, paid no mind to you, and ran past you. Very bizarre. Yeah, it was it sprinted past
If
you.
I could just be on top of this hill, like, my robe
you were
flowing in
all
the
on top of this
wind.
hill.
Yeah.
I go,
okay.
Elias is a scary person. And I'm going
That's
to
why I thought she was a he.
I'm going to cast Blade Ward, which until the end of my next turn, I have resistance against bludgeoning, piercing, and slash damage, which means I would take half damage from those types of damage.
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing.
Slashing, yes.
Okay.
I am now going to draw my short bow and pokey poke at the one that just very badly hurt Mr. Bubbles.
Okay.
That is a 7.
That is a total of 13.
I thought
That
that was a
misses.
That's what I figured.
You're slashing with what again?
It's a short bow, so it just kind of pew.
Okay. You just completely miss, and it just bolts into the sand.
Whoops.
That's,
I like to think
that's actually
before that.
14. 7 plus 7.
It's still a miss.
Oh, 14. Yeah. Whoops.
Good job, John.
Is that all you'd like to do?
I mean, yeah, that's about it.
Okay. It is Mr. Bubbles' turn. However, he is currently unable to move.
Is he able to make a save or
No.
no?
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
That's nasty. I don't like that there's two of them.
It is now through his turn. It is the one that is still running away. It is at this point kind of still running as it gets out of sight of everyone in the group. You don't know how far, but a considerable distance. It disappears from view. What was the wisdom saving throw?
16.
Okay.
disadvantage,
It
right?
still has to subtract a
Disadvantage.
d4.
In D4.
Okay. Disadvantage and a d4. That is not the one with disadvantage on it.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
And actually, that's not the one with the -4 either.
Yeah,
The
no.
-2.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You piloted on one guy.
Worth.
All right. He
How
seems
much
to have
more
not
would be hurting
returned
us?
yet. At this
I'm
point,
okay
it
with
is Grimjaw's turn.
He
You
must
are
have
going to
dashed.
meet your maker. So with that's a that's a 26 to hit with my first hit.
All right, that hits.
I'm going to say
And
on my
then
that he doesn't have the greatest lines, but
9.
he sure does hit.
9. Alright, so that'll be this. Oh, and then Mr. Bubbles can't hit, so
Single tier.
so that'd be 5 plus 7.
Okay, 7. It's 9 and 7.
No, it's just 7 damage.
Okay.
7 damage.
Is that just the one sword?
Yeah, it's just the one sword because the other one missed.
Okay. You jump into the air and swing with one sword as a kind of you intended to hit it, but with missing it wasn't a problem. You still followed through with a second, hitting it directly in its skull and driving it towards the ground. It impales directly into its head and it dies.
For Mr. Bubbles!
As it dies, it makes one last clicking screech.
Oh, God.
Elia, it is your turn.
I'm looking around quickly with a perception check.
Okay.
That's 15.
All right. You're not able to see anything. It had ran out of your view.
Right. I'm going to say that other scorpion's been running, but let's reconvene real quick on a good position and get ready to defend.
Can I? Are we still in initiative order? Or are we still?
Correct.
Okay, so.
And then at that point, I'm going to prepare to Eldritch Blast whatever comes into my view that isn't these people.
Okay.
Or where is the wizard? Wait a second.
As you look over, you notice he has still been sleeping.
Oh
He's
my!
yet to wake up through this. He's just kind of sleeping with his head rested on the sack of books.
Is it my turn now?
It is your turn.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy, which I'm going to project my voice incredibly loud, and I'm going to go, Singleton, wake up!
Okay. As you use that, he kind of just gently rolls over and is like, "Can I help you?"
I gesture to my chest where there's a giant gash in it, and I go, we needed your help.
Says, "Oh, did they come back? Well, that's unfortunate.
There's another one around here. Get over here and defend with us."
Well, I suppose I can do that." He starts to kind of like get onto his feet and come over. He's kind of standing with you now. He's kind of looks a little groggy. He's just kind of standing there.
He's having a nice nap.
Yeah. And with that, it is Mr. Bubbles' turn, who still cannot move.
Oh, jeez.
That's a couple times now.
It is
that's
now
upsetting.
Bryn's turn.
Did I notice the other one that ran through?
Yes. Everyone noticed this very large half scorpion thing truck through.
And waving its arms like Kermit the Frog.
There you go.
Can we get some art of that?
Art of
Yes,
that.
fan
No
art, please, of the running scorpion. Thank you.
I can make this happen.
I will ready an attack with the dart if it shows up again.
Okay.
Star's gonna have a bad time. He shows up.
All right. At this point, it's still a 14,
16.
16. Okay. This point, there's still no sign of it. It seems to have darted off, like it's gone.
Yeah.
Even as you look around, it seems there's other dunes it could have been behind, but it's gone now. You can't see it.
I'm gonna stage whisper to Elia. Is it gone yet?
I don't know. I don't trust it.
How long do we stand here?
Well, we should probably move while it's running away. We need to get some rest, but I don't feel like staying here.
I feel as though we should. The only way to be sure it won't come back is to kill it. What did you say you did to the creature?
Oh, I put on my mean face and made him run away.
Oh, I see. That doesn't sound very permanent, though, does it?
Well, when you conjure the magical, evil-looking face and give him a bit of a stare, then it has a little bit more of a potent effect. I'm bleeding. As am I. But
As am I.
but this is
I'm
why
okay.
This is why I think that
Nobody bloody asked you.
Mr. Bubbles.
Yes.
Can I try and like see if I can wake him up or jostle him around or do something? Hit his face, try and feed him a little candy. And
You try to do that. After about a minute passes, he starts to come to his senses and is able to start moving again.
Mr. Bubbles! I give him a big hug.
crap.
He seems pretty beaten up.
That is a nasty like attack.
I'm going to.
But if we can move just a little bit away and then get some rest, we might be able to mend some of our wounds.
I think that we should try and sleep for the night.
Mhm.
It would be best. And could we please have 2 on watch instead of 1? Because I swear if it happens again and Mr. Bubbles dies, it's gonna be on your head.
He's
That's
pointing to
That's very fair. That's
to
quite fair.
Articus.
So, just as this is like game question, would we be able to, if we move a certain distance, would we be able to get a long rest in? I mean, I guess it's like our sleep time was interrupted by combat, but would we be able to get like
If you were able
some
to
hours
get that 8 hours for the long rest
yes.
after this, yes, it wouldn't add up with what you got.
Right,
Okay.
but if after this we could try to do a long rest.
If you were able to do that, yes.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
Then we need to quickly get out of here and move. We need to see
Yes,
if
yes, indeed. Let's pack up camp.
is it particularly windy? That's a random question. I know.
It isn't. It's not too windy. No, not really. I mean, it's a little. There's a breeze kind of continually rolling. It's actually gotten much colder as the nights come across, as most deserts do.
Okay, I have a suggestion. I believe that does anyone have rope?
Yes, I do have a bit of rope. I've got about 70 feet of it.
Great. Here's what we need to do. We need to be able to cover our tracks as we move through the desert. I'm thinking that if we tie some rope to behind the horse, it'll at least breeze over some of the tracks that we leave. And if we move in a mostly single file line, it'll cover most of our tracks.
So you're saying we're going to move in single file to hide our numbers?
Yes, and we're going to cover our tracks with your horse along the way.
All right, let's do that.
All right.
I have some rope in my explorer's pack that I could also use, so
Great.
All right. If everyone can make a quick perception check just to make sure you guys are on track for where you're going.
Critical success.
19, but could I also make us, perception, so that'd be a 21.
I mean, I have a 24.
24.
I
think
My crit success, I have a 25.
Okay. You guys keep moving forward. You are able to notice which way is north again, following the North Star, which exists in this plane totally. And
There's a north.
there is a North Star which you associate with
There's
north based on
always
your.
a North Star. When you're in limbo, look for the North.
Anywhere you go.
In far realms.
You heard it here first. So you start noting. However, as you're looking around to get your bearing, you did notice some sort of shift in the wind that didn't look natural, about 40 feet behind you. The only people that are noticing that is Articus and Elia.
No.
I
Just want to go to sleep.
Just for the audience, John and I just put our heads on the table like, no.
We're in distress.
can I don't know if it would actually help at this point, but I'd like to cast Pass Without Trace.
You're not aware of this right now.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
There's something.
Guys, something funky happened with the wind just a second ago. Did anyone else feel that?
It didn't
Or am I
seem
crazy?
to be. It doesn't seem to be like moving. It's something that's like it's a shift in the wind, but it's like stationary. But it's 40 feet behind you, and the sand's kind of picking up a little oddly in that location as well.
Oh.
I immediately point. What's that over there?
I pull out my longbow.
Okay.
Singleton, do you know what that is over there?
It's like, oh, yeah, I noticed that. It had been following us since yesterday, I believe.
Singleton, I'm going to smack you silly.
Singleton,
Well, it didn't seem to be any threat. It hasn't approached us yet.
Singleton, would you be willing to go over there and investigate it? I mean, don't get close to it. We would want to make sure that our guide is Safe. It's probably a deception
But
check. I'm not gonna
considering-
That is
lie.
a deception check.
Yeah. That is a 23.
It says,
You were a good liar.
Yeah.
For a person plotting to kill
well, I understand that you don't want to harm me, but it doesn't seem to. It hasn't seemed to hurt us yet.
Right.
So I suppose I'll move a little closer as he approaches towards it. It just kind of starts to move away, and just like the closer he walks towards it, it just kind of moves away and kind of just like goes below the dune, and you're no longer able to see it. He says, "Well, that was odd. Well, I'm sure if it wants to say something, it will. Let's keep moving."
I need some rest.
I need to sleep. Do two people want to take shifts and then just watch that thing that doesn't approach us at night?
Most definitely.
Who two wants to take the first shift?
Oh, I suppose I could. I will play a lovely song of rest and make it so that everyone has nice sleep.
Is that an actual spell, or is that?
Yes, that's an actual spell.
Can you explain how that works?
It adds additional. It adds additional d6 to any to regaining hit points.
Okay, so if they get a long rest.
Yes.
So that could be also
Well-
a short rest too.
Yeah, that works for short rest and long rest.
Okay.
So that would be
And short rest
temporary
is
hit
4 hours,
points
right?
for.
No.
No.
Short rest is
1 hour.
1 hour between like 7.9 hours essentially. Long rest is after
Okay.
8.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bryn, we're all tired and you don't seem very scathed by the last battle. Would you mind if you took the next shift and made sure that we all stay awake and pay attention?
I'm pretty sure that all of you can see better than me.
I understand that, but we need accountability. I have a torch here that you can use to set up.
So we can lure people right to us?
It's your discretion. I will give him the torch and just like do as you will.
All right. So ultimately, you decide to do what?
We should probably take a vote. Should we keep or let me ask Singleton. Now I'm not sure. You said that the town could be a certain distance away. Do you know how far away this town could be?
If I were to guess, about a day away, maybe perhaps 10 hours walk.
But you saw his map.
Right.
Yeah, I saw his map as well. I don't think he knows anything. I think this man's bloody clueless.
Are you saying this out loud?
No.
That was very quick.
But it's what I think.
I need my daily nap with Mr. Bubbles or else I get cranky.
It would seem we are resting. I do not want to make the monkey upset. It hurts things very bad.
I say that. How about this? We should try to rest for as long as we can, going for a long rest. But if something awry starts happening, we can get up and start running again and take a short rest.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just to clarify, with a long rest, what's the, you regain full hit points?
You regain
I'm
full
pretty
hit
sure,
points, your
That's right.
spell slots, and you get all your hit dice back.
And on short rest.
And
You get
Short
hit
rest,
dice.
you
You
use
use
hit
hit
dice.
dice.
you use
Yeah,
hit
you
dice
use
on
hit
short
dice.
rest.
Okay.
Okay.
That's Song of Rest is only relevant actually with short,
Short
rest.
rest, exactly.
That's the point.
So
But let's all just chill out, and I think it's best we don't move much more. I don't really want to be honest.
I just plop down on the ground with Mr. Bubbles and just start snoring away.
yeah, I'm going to rest as well.
I'll pull out my flute, which is also a dagger. It's a cool little trick I have, and I'll begin to play the Song of Rest.
Okay. So you're is this green in color? Are you wearing some sort of morph suit? The green Power Ranger. He has a dagger flute.
That's not funny. don't make fun of my aesthetic. I like steampunk
just-
things.
If we are able to rest for at least an hour, I'd like to go ahead and roll hit dice.
Yes.
Okay. You are able to you sleep for about 5 hours.
Okay.
At a D6.
After which I would like both You would roll with perception with disadvantage, and you are going to roll perception.
One second. I'm going
Marcus?
to also roll hit die.
You did not, or did
Well,
you
you-
switch?
The Song of Rest.
But did you rest, or did you stay on?
No,
like,
Song
Song
of
of
Rest
Rest
is
is
just
D6.
anyone who uses hit die.
Yes,
to
but
regain
did you
health.
rest, or were you watching?
No, I was watching.
So then you didn't get a short rest.
No, but like any moment of break.
Short rest is just a
correct.
break. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, that's cool.
Yeah, you can be on watch and still benefit
Alright.
from that.
Yeah.
That's a
I'm
12
at
for
full
me.
health.
12 for perception.
Oh, that's going to be a 13 for me. No, sorry, 14. 14 for me. I can do some things sometimes. I hope.
What is your AC, Brent?
No, that's not the right question.
16. Can I add modifiers to that?
You are not aware. Quickly, you hear a click, and you turn behind you, and you're able to notice it. Both of you missed again. He's returned. It seems that
Did I bloody tell you?
these clicking, however, wake up everyone. As it's very loud and furious, as as it also is laying eyes on its the other dead Tlincalli. At this point, angrily,
Oh, we didn't move? I thought we moved.
It did move.
Yeah.
You moved.
Yeah.
Okay. It's still angry. It seems
Right.
more angry.
Okay.
So then, as if it had seen it.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
That's
It wraps its chain around you, hitting you with the chain, dealing 4 damage to you, and also grappling you as it prepares its stinger and launches it at you.
Me or?
At Bryn still.
Oh, good.
Um,
Not me. I'm sorry, Fred.
Night of the Living Scorpions.
Well, they are living, and it is night.
And this thing goes like horribly through you. It deals 10 damage of piercing. Which did you say you were? No, who had that spell? That was irrelevant. And you take 12 poison damage.
How much is that total?
The total is 22 damage.
How you hanging?
At
What
this
is your-
point,
What is your
at this point, I would like you to make a
23.
Constitution saving throw. I'd like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
So you just saw him wrap him up and just his stinger goes through him.
Oh my god.
For the audience, he has 23 hit points.
And I took 22 damage.
What was your roll on the saving throw?
I can't handle this.
Constitution? 19.
19? Alright, the poison, however, does not paralyze you. But you
Daggum
are
party
still
members.
grappled.
It doesn't
At
paralyze
this point, everyone can roll for initiative.
but you feel all of it.
Oh man.
This actually makes it worse, doesn't it?
I know for you.
Should I roll for Milton, I guess?
No. Does he have an attack?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah, he does.
Oh,
Then
does he?
yes.
He can use hooves. But like, I don't know. Like
Grimjaw did 23.
Okay. What else?
And Mr. Bubbles rolled a 15.
Okay. What was everyone else's rolls? What was your dex? Your initiative roll?
21.
This is what happens when you let the monster get away.
Yeah. I was thinking we should have switched it off because I would have taken the second shift at 4 hours, but we can't retcon.
Alaria. What was your
Alaria.
Alaria?
Oh, Alaya
Alaya. Sorry.
got 4.
4.
4.
Articus rolled a 7.
And-
Articus's horse
And then
Milton
a
rolled
20
a 5.
23 and a 15.
Okay.
The horse is angry.
Milton's horse has trampled.
Do you have to be riding for the horse to attack?
No. No, I do not.
I like how the horse is becoming part of the equation now. You're just adding party
I never
members.
woke him up before, so I assumed he just slept through the first fight. Like I was too busy concentrating on spells, so I just forgot.
Grimjaw, it's your turn. You have the initiative.
So I'm going to back up 30 feet from it,
Okay.
and I'm going to say, "Taste this," and I'm going to try and do a sharpshooter shot.
Ooh.
Which does -5 to my attack roll, but +10 to damage.
Okay.
So that is a 8.
That misses.
All right. He can't taste anything.
Grim, it is your turn. Brandon, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I've got some tricks up my sleeve for this one.
I have to escape from this grapple, right?
Correct.
I can't just like leave.
No, you cannot.
Just out. It's like, all right, I'm going home.
You can use athletics or acrobatics to attempt to get out of that as well,
Okay,
if you'd like.
I'm gonna try and flip my way out of this mess with acrobatics. I am going to critically fail that roll.
Oh
So I ain't going no place. Can I still attack or no?
We're gonna say because you put so much effort into it, you actually made these chains tighter on you, and you can't even move now. Like
Wonderful.
you're just like you're stuck.
This is great, guys. This is real
Mr.
great.
Bubbles, it is your turn.
Mr. Bubbles is gonna run up to punch that sucker in the face. All right. So that would be a 19.
Okay.
And let's see, I gotta pick my poison. That would be a 8 damage.
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 That's fancy. We do fancy damage here.
See,
The Gauntlet.
Mr. Bonbon is a very cultured animal.
After Mr. Bubbles punches him in the face.
No one's ever said that in the history of the world.
He drops the chains, releases the chains from you, and actually launches them out towards Elia, who
Am I standing that close?
he approaches towards you. But yes, you are right next to him because you were all sleeping in the camp which he was taking. They were watching guard.
Can I bonus action something real quick if he's coming towards me?
Because it's not during your turn, I would say. Traditionally, no.
Okay.
Correct.
I was just asking.
And he's going to, move forward a little bit and launch the chain in your direction, which misses, and frustratingly, he launches it again. In which time your AC is 12. It hits.
Your AC is 12?
Yes.
Dealing 5
Welcome to
damage to
Warlock
you,
world.
and you are now grappled as he pulls it towards you.
Welcome to Warlock World.
Yeah.
Guys.
It seems as if he's trying to pull you on near him.
You don't want to be near this man. He's very ugly.
Articus, it is your turn now.
Articus will cast Fairy Fire. To explain what that spell does, what happens is I illuminate a target, giving anyone who dares to attack that target advantage.
Yes.
They must make a dex saving throw and beat a 15.
I'm glad you mentioned the dex saving throw.
Okay. You all will have advantage.
Yay! Woo!
How long does that last?
It lasts
Until it dies.
It lasts for up to a minute or 10 turns.
Okay.
I would like to point out that this spell causes a creature to illuminate in a color of my choice. I picked bright pink.
Okay. Fair enough. Elias, it is now your turn.
Okay, with my bonus action, I'm moving. So Hex
You
actually,
are grappled currently.
Yes, Hex lasts at level 5 for 8 hours. So I'm assuming that Hex is still.
You did not use it on this one.
Right, but you can move it after a
Mhm.
target has died.
Yes, but it was gone.
That's
Right.
right. It was way gone.
But it on a subsequent turn.
It's a
So you can use
concentration.
it now.
You can hold it for 8 hours and
Yes.
then transfer it.
It's a
Yes.
concentration, right?
Right.
So yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
That's
Okay.
That's
okay,
amazing.
it's like Hunter's Mark, but mine's only up to an hour.
Okay.
So I hex this guy, disadvantage on strength, and I'm getting out of this.
We all have advantage against this thing. Hit it.
So would that be strength contest, I guess?
Yeah, you can use athletics if you'd like.
Okay, well that. How about acrobatics?
Yes, I was allowing.
All right, that would be better. Okay, so that's going to be a 10. So he has disadvantage.
That is a fail. So you're still grappled.
With disadvantage. Okay.
Well, you still have to roll specific. The chain is the thing grappling you.
Right.
For his attack, you'll have
Oh,
disadvantage.
I'm rolling against it. Well, that sucks.
Yes.
I was the man. What are all these spells we're doing for anyway? Let's cast them on the chain.
Well, speaking of, actually, that might be a good idea.
I was being entirely sarcastic.
I'm gonna grab this chain that's on me and just, with the dust that's in my hand, just charge it with Eldritch Blast, and then just kind of like put a hand up in his face because it's like melee. You know, it's
Okay.
disadvantage on these attacks, but why not?
But it would be regular, considering everyone that attacks him has advantage for
That's fair.
spells. So
Good. Thank you.
It would be an ordinary.
Thank you, Mr. DM. Everybody, let's thank the friendly DM.
Do we give
I
inspiration to
wouldn't
the
say
DM now?
Inspiration to
No,
DM.
no. I did that once. I regretted it. Don't
Wait,
even.
why did you do that?
Because I was like, oh, that was really cool. And he's like, great, I'll use that against you. I'm like, oh, I was entirely kidding. So don't even. Anyways, all right, rolling my dice now. All right,
My gauntlet is my
just
inspiration.
let's hear the 20s happen. This is the chain. All right, that's a 15. So plus 5. So that is an unnatural 20.
Okay, that hits.
Great. So that's that's actually I messed that up. I don't add the modifier, so that's 15.
It still hits.
Okay, great. Should I roll damage for against the chain?
You would roll just against him. We'll
Okay.
say you roll for it.
Sure, and then I'm going to roll against another attack against him then. Because the Eldritch Blast has 2 bullets.
Right.
Okay, so that is not quite as good. That is a 9.
That's your second attack. That
Yeah.
misses.
Yeah,
So the first
okay, that's
attack
fine. So the first attack hits. So one thing that's going to happen is he moves back 10 feet,
hits. Okay.
just as a thing. He's hexed, so I get an extra D6 on this
Does that
attack.
work despite the size of the creature?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like he just moves. Then. Okay, so we're doing the D10. Sorry, I'm just collecting thoughts. And then I get the plus 5 because I have Agonizing Blast. Okay, that's not bad. That's 14 against him.
That's damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at this point, now that I've used my hands, I just kind of flick my hands off because I hate casting Eldritch Blast with my hands. And I pull
Okay.
out the crossbow again.
As you launch him back those 10 feet, the chain kind of unravels with him, and
Oh.
you are now released.
Oh, really?
The charge weakened the chain and separated it from you.
I'm
and
running.
sort of came out.
I'm going to not get as far away from people as last time, but I'm going to like move back like 30 feet from him. So there's like
Okay.
40 feet of distance from us.
Okay. How
Well,
much
no,
movement do you have?
that's the max that's 30. Okay,
Okay.
so we're 40 feet apart.
Okay. It's now the horse's turn, since you wish to give it a turn.
My horse has advantage, and it's going to use its hooves, which have plus 5, and it's going to bludgeonly attack this thing. Wait. Oh, that's not bad. 14.
That will miss.
Oh, horse, you bloody fool.
Charge forward and just raise its hooves and then stop them on the ground, missing in front of this.
Milton,
Grimjaw, is
aim
your
for the
turn.
face.
All right. So, Mr. Bubbles Bonbon is gonna continue running up in like an ape-like manner and just continue to follow up with this guy. Meanwhile, I post up with Hunter's Mark him, pull out Poison Arrow, Sharpshooter Shot, and I'm going to roll to hit.
Okay,
So that
to be clear, this is your turn, right? So Mr.
yes,
Bubbles
this is
won't
my
be-
turn, and then he's going to be using his reaction. Oh no! Wait, no, he can't use his movement yet because it's not his turn, so he can't act. But all right, so then that's a 23
And that is hitting him with your
sharpshooter.
sharpshooter. Okay,
Yes.
that's gonna hit.
All right, so
Nice.
that'll be plus D6 because Hunter's Mark D6.
Should I also use Bane, and then we'll
All right,
just
so
give him debuffs, and we'll just
9 plus
ruin his life.
Debuff him into oblivion.
10 plus
You can't do anything.
You thought
11.
you could attack. You were wrong.
21 damage.
Okay.
You say
This
21
bolt
damage?
goes straight
Can
through.
you chill out,
part of
please?
his
Like,
stomach.
jeez.
You said 22?
I 21. I
Nice.
rolled really bad though too.
That was bad for you? Get out!
I
Get out
rolled
of
a 1, a 1, a 5.
Get out of this gauntlet. Why is that bad?
Okay.
I'm so weak.
This hits him and it kind of like knocks him back a little bit. Tlincalli lets out like another like screeching thing, and at this point it's Bryn's turn.
It's Bryn's turn. Oh, Bryn. I am going to get as far away from this thing as I can.
Okay. To be clear, well, it has been launched back, so you'd be disengaged. Okay, so you're going to move away. How far away?
Yes. I will take advantage of the. How far can I? Oh, I can move you. Okay. I'm going to get 60 feet away from it. I'm using a dash.
Okay. So you move away. You're kind of like off, like you're moving downhill on this dune that you're on, and you're kind of almost out of sight. Like you're like weakenly moving away.
This is the
hastily
fastest
paced.
army crawl anyone has ever seen.
Yeah. Yes. Are you implying you're prone?
Huh?
That's
Say no. Say no.
No.
Mr. Bubbles' turn.
Mr. Bubbles is gonna keep running up to try and maul this guy and bite him in the face.
Okay.
Alright, so he gets advantage, 'cause fairy fire. Crit.
Ugh!
Crit 20. A crit and then a crit and fail. So
Good
since
success
it's
and a
advantage, it's
Good thing with
20.
advantage.
Yeah.
All right.
I got
Everybody?
super lucky.
All right. So that's gonna be
Good
double
point.
damage on that attack.
Alright, so do you want me to roll one die and then double it, or
You can roll twice. Just
roll twice? Alright, so that'd be 6. Do I do my modifier?
The
plus-
modifier is not doubled.
Alright, so that would be a 13 damage.
14?
13.
13?
You do 13 damage.
13
Okay. It's kind of like this punch in the face kind of like just angers it even more. It is now its turn, and it turns, and Mr. Bubbles is
By
straight
any
in front of
chance,
it.
is this creature bloodied by any chance?
It does appear to be so.
All
It
right.
appears to be exhausted again,
That's lovely.
just like the other one had been. It at this
lovely.
point leans down again for another sting or strike.
Bubbles can't handle this. Not again.
What is Bubbles' AC?
15.
Okay. It misses the first one. However, the second one is spot on.
That is a lot of dice. Oh my gosh.
I keep hearing it fall, and it scares me.
Dealing 7 piercing damage
That for that
and
many dice.
and
Yeah,
14
it's
poison damage.
That would kill me. I'd be
Alright,
dead.
so-
If that were me, I'd be dead.
And that'd be.
So that is a
Maybe you need
total
to roll
of
your
21
character
damage.
to the level
Alright,
of the
sweet.
At that point, he must make a Constitution saving throw.
I got you. That'd be a 12.
That is a failure. as he
Mr.
again
Bubbles.
becomes.
We've been.
He's he's a seasoned paralyzed victim, and he's very familiar with the procedure to no longer move.
He lets the darkness take him.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Copyrighted.
It falls over. Mr. Bubbles falls over, paralyzed. At this point, it is Articus's turn.
Seeing Mr. Bubbles go down for a second time really angers me, and it really makes me mad. So it makes me want to get up close and fight this thing myself. I am going to listen. All right, I'm all right with a sword. All right, don't give me those looks.
As an Elia, I see the bard pull out swords and think, oh my.
What have we come to?
I'm actually quite adept at using a weapon in my hand. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on myself again, giving myself resistance.
Okay, now is your previous spell to give advantage, is that concentration based?
Actually, wait, yeah, never mind. I'm not going to use Blade Ward because I want this advantage. I mean, I want to have advantage. So I'm just going to swingity swing.
Okay.
Swing.
That's going to be a 24.
Okay, that is going to hit.
I'm going to do a D8 plus Dex 2d16. That's going to be a 6.
All right.
That was
One.
Yeah, no.
That's cute.
Sad.
Yeah, you deal 6 damage to this thing as you just jump and slash it right in front of it. At this point, Eli, you've seen this. You saw the monkey go down again. It is your turn.
All right. I don't think I've actually fully. Well, I may have not fully explained this, but I take the powder from my pouch and I glaze it over the top of the crossbow, and it charges with this blue energy. I'm just going to take aim, and just out of the crossbow, I pull the trigger, and these 2 blue darts fly out of it towards this scorpion thing.
Is this Eldritch Blast?
Yes, it's Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's glorified Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So I get advantage.
Yes.
So that's an unnatural 20.
Okay, that's going to hit.
And then the second bolt is an 18.
That is also going to hit.
Okay.
Isn't everyone so
you
happy that
saved
we
me
have
from a
advantage?
crit fail, sir, so thank you.
Isn't
So-
everyone happy I gave them advantage?
You're doing
good, sir. You're doing good. Thank you very much. now, how much
Whenever you
damage do you do?
So here's the thing. So Hex is whenever you hit it with an attack.
Dying.
So technically Eldritch Blast is hitting it
Huge
with
bulge in his
2
chest.
like subsequent attacks.
Okay.
So that's 2d6, 2d10, and then let's see. The agonizing blast is purple, so that's just a +10 automatically. Wow, that was a really sucky roll, but that's so 10 plus 5 plus 4, so that's 19.
Okay.
And it moves back 20 feet.
Oh, good. I don't want to be this close to it.
As the top of my crossbow is like kind of sizzling from the energy.
It
out more
slides
powder.
back 20 more feet and is able, as it kind of launches back, it sets its eyes on you. It is now the
I'm
horse's
60
turn.
feet
What is
away
it?
from it, so I don't
The
know.
horse's name is Milton. Milton, if a target if he moves in a straight line towards a target and he moves 20 or more feet, if he hits successfully on the first hit, he can actually make a second attack.
Okay.
So let's hope for some goodness. That's going to be 15.
Oh, that's going to hit?
Yeah. That's a 2d4. Where are my d4? I put them in a little pattern over here.
Hey, Milton.
That's going to be...
That's 4, sir.
Thank you. That's going to be 7 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
And now he's going to stomp down with his hooves. It's a 15 again.
Hits again.
That's a...
It's a force.
What a horse.
That's
what a
4
man.
again. Yes. 7 more damage.
What a
Maddeningly, this Milton just charges forward. Its hooves just like knock this thing's head directly into the ground, and like it's clear that it died on that first hit, but like its hooves start pounding into it. You're like, and it starts to get like unruly. You're like, calm down, Milton.
Milton, relax. It's over. The creature's gone.
No, keep going. Do it for Mr. Bubbles. As I'm about to powder my crossbow again, I just see this. I'm just like, and I just put my, wipe my hand off and just put my crossbow behind me on its sling and just kind of stand there with my hands on my hips, like, well, there's that.
Okay.
Can we search the body?
I'll allow that.
Sure. I would like to go up and search the body.
I wouldn't mind a piece of scorpion carcass.
I'd like to actually go right for the tail for the poison to see if I could collect any.
Do you have anything to collect it in?
I have vials if you need them.
I would like one vial, please.
Yes, I have
Because
two.
I'd rather not use my trifold hat that I
Okay,
have.
we'll say you fill a vial with poison, or
Okay,
two.
yeah.
If you want to fill them, we'll say you fill them
sure.
with poison.
Would you like to set a certain thing for this use of this poison if I were to use it?
We'll establish that because we'll assume you don't have the method to like use it. Today.
Okay.
I guess.
But if you were able to use it, like if you survive, then we'll be able to take it out. We'll figure that out. Then.
I'll give you one vial.
There's also the long sword that he has.
Yes, thank you. A long sword. I don't want that.
And is anyone taking that? Okay. So what are you doing at this point? Sillington was also sleeping. At this, but he wakes up afterward and is like, the other one returned. Good to see. Well, I say now that we're rested, we should get going. The sun is now at this point starting to rise again. And at this point, I would like to take a break, and you guys will come back, and we will see where we go from there.